Okay, question 6. It's Dijkstra's. So in fact, you're doing it on here. And some of you just aren't very good at being careful with Dijkstra's. I mean, it's as simple as that. What I need to see is your temporary labels here and just systematic working. So I can start this for you. We always start with 0 at S. S is always the first, or the start is always the first one to be labelled. And it's always got a distance of 0, so that's always the same. But we do need a 0 in there. Don't leave it blank. Then, having just put in a permanent label, I've got to update everything moving forwards. So 0 plus 24, put in a 24. 0 plus 61, put in a 61. 0 plus 18, put in an 18. Okay. Decide carefully which one is going to be the smallest, which is B. So that's the second one to be made permanent. So it's 18. Work forwards from the 18, use everything coming out of the 18. 18 plus 42 is 60. Now, I'm changing my advice here. Don't cross out the 61. It can be too confusing because sometimes you'll want to completely obliterate something. So just leave all the temporary values in. The latest one, they always get smaller, and the latest one is the one that might become permanent. And 18 here plus this 12 gives me 30 here at E. Okay. Smallest one is here, so we're going to put a 3 here. And quite a lot of you are correct up to this point, but you don't start getting any accuracy marks until you've got not just the orders, but exactly the right temporary labels and the right order and the right permanent labels. Every box has got to be filled in accurately, or I'm afraid you don't get it right. So you really want to use this as a case where you just keep trying this until you can get exactly the right numbers. Okay, all right. Exceptionally, because you'll want to test it. If you want to just do this now, I will shine it in a second. I'm going to pause the video and the correct answer will appear. So get your answer ready first, okay, and then I'll show you what it should look like. Okay, all right. Pause the video now. Get your answer. Okay, the correct answer is going to appear. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. And there it is. And absolutely every one of those numbers has to be correct. I don't want to see values getting bigger. You always get smaller if you go from left to right. Okay? If you've got something different from this, it's wrong. Okay? And you need to start again with a clean diagram and make sure that you can get something that looks exactly like this. It's all about following the algorithm. Okay? Don't ignore the fact that you've got to state the route from S to T and the time taken for the route. They are very easy marks. Okay? Meanwhile, back at the main question, we've got to explain how you determined your quickest route. You will not get any marks for saying, I worked backwards. What you have to do is explain, okay, how you worked backwards. And the easiest way to do that is with some numbers. So, if you know you're working backwards. Oh, by the way, when you state your route, make sure you state your route forwards. You will not get the mark if you state the route backwards, but you have to work it out going backwards. So from T, where did we come from? Well, it was 75 plus 14, didn't give 87, but 76 plus 11 did. So I wouldn't use that one. I'd use maybe this one from C, from H. Okay, so if you tell me, for example, working backwards, I decided at H I must have come from, it will either be F or E, say which one it was, and say because this number plus this number gave me this. Oh, well, that one doesn't work, does it? So it must be that you do that one plus that one. I get that one. So you tell me I knew that I must have arrived at H from whichever one this is, because of the addition that works, okay, then that's really convincing because that shows me you knew what you were doing. If you just waffle about the fact you worked backwards and it all was good, then I'm afraid I can't give you any marks. And then C, write down the quickest route from E to T. Well, now no algorithm specified. So you can just look at the diagram and spot the quickest route. You can do a Dijkstra's-like thing if you want to. You've just got to make sure you get it correct, okay? And we want the route, so I want the sequence of letters that gets me from E to T. So is it A, E, H, T, or is there another way for some of the other things that is better, okay? So make sure that you inspect properly, but you can do it by inspection. So have fun with that.